Phil here from Declassified. Behind me is the offices of a PR firm which represents Israel's largest arms company, Elbit Systems. And this morning, 3 activists from the group Palestine Action have sprayed the front of the offices with red paint and blocked the entrance. One of them has been arrested so far. The other 2 are locked onto a tube that the police can't lift. So they're waiting for specialist officers. This PR firm, it's called APCO Worldwide. Its staff include Lord Stuart Polak, who was the director of Conservative Friends of Israel for 20 years before David Cameron put him in the House of Lords to continue to speak up for Israel. And we know that also Conservative Friends of Israel is an organisation that Elbit has tried to use in some ways to advance its interests in the UK. Also, people who've been on Conservative Friends of Israel trips to the Middle East, some of those trips have included visits to Elbit offices and headquarters there. Elbit, of course, is making many of the drones that the Israeli military is using to attack Gaza and has long been a target of this group, Palestine Action. I think what's significant about the protest behind me today is that it's targeting one of Elbit's PR firms. And actually this company, APCO Worldwide, it bought Stuart Polak's smaller PR firm several years ago. Stuart Polak had Elbit as one of his clients, and obviously now the larger PR firm is representing them as well. So that is explains the choice of target, I believe, for Palestine Action this morning. Like I say, 3 women have blocked the offices, and one of them has been carried away into a police van in handcuffs. The other 2 are still there on the floor. This started about 7:45 this morning. It's now 8:30. It's been going on for 45 minutes. The police have set up this quite vast cordon. So we're on the Strand in central London. There are 2 police cars parked on the pavements with police tape cordoning off quite a large area of the pavement, just up from Trafalgar Square, to give you a sense of where we are. So this is what's been happening this morning. And as you know, if you follow this channel, Palestine Action has been doing a whole series of protests, direct action, they call it, across the country. And this comes, of course, as yesterday, the Foreign Secretary David Lammy announced that Britain was finally suspending just 30 out of its 350 arms export licenses to Israel. I think the message from the protesters behind me is very much that this doesn't go far enough and it's too little too late. Why has it taken nearly 11 months for this decision to be made, and almost 2 months since the Labour government came in? So that's the view behind me. We'll go along to the Royal Courts of Justice in a minute to get a slightly different perspective from the lawyers there who have been doing that challenge to the government's arms export policy. But David Lammy himself said, of course, that this is not an arms embargo, this is not a blanket ban. They are still, of course, allowing Israel to get spare parts for the F-35, their most advanced fighter jet, which supposedly is to use against peer adversaries like Iran. But we know there was a report yesterday that came out from Dan Watch that the F-35 has been used to bombard parts of Gaza. There was an airstrike over something that killed 90 people. And Dan Watch was able to trace it back directly to an F-35. So 15% of the F-35 supply chain comes from the UK, and that includes critical components such as things like the ejector seat, which obviously these planes couldn't function without. If you haven't already subscribed to our channel, please click the button below. If you want to donate to Declassified's work so we can cover more protests like this, you can click on the Super Thanks button or head to our website and become a member of Declassified from £3 a month. Thanks for watching.